Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Let's talk about boundaries. Boundaries for people with CPTSD and childhood trauma, because setting boundaries is going to be very different from a regular person or a neurotypical person setting boundaries. It's going to be a lot harder for you. I actually, because I'm neurodivergent, I was in a car with this guy a few days ago, and he put his hand on my thigh. And in that moment, I remember thinking, God help me, tell him to stop, because I don't know, I just froze. I was freezing and I was fawning, and this is something that is very typical of people who are neurodivergent, or for you, if you've ever been abused, or if you've been ever been sexually abused, if you've ever been sexually harassed, this will happen. Sometimes you have to take a step back. Like, the situation happens and then you take a step back for a day or two, and then you realize, wait, I was not okay with this. Uh, um, this person over intruded. They went way past my boundaries, and I am not okay with it. And you're only realizing that moment that you're not okay with it, you know? The thing is that's important to note, especially for those of you who have been traumatized or gone through some sort of abuse, is that you have been in survival mode. Your number one is survival mode. The first thing you ever think about is surviving, keeping yourself safe. So you will often fawn or freeze because the last time it happened to you, you didn't have the power. So if you find yourself in a situation and you fawn and you freeze, don't hate yourself. You probably thought, how did this happen? I told myself I was never going to fawn again. I was never going to freeze again, but it happened. How? It's normal. It's normal for people who are either neurodivergent or who have been traumatized or abused in a certain way. But it's okay. As long as you're safe, safe, like they didn't go further, it's never too late to say those boundaries again. If this person, say you're back in that situation, you find yourself fawning or freezing, look for what you can use as a defense mechanism first. If the person tries to go out of hand, what can you use? Do you have a hot beverage? Do you have a pen? What location are you at? Can you run back home from that location? Can you call somebody? What can you do? Those are the things that you can think about whilst you're in that fawn state, because you can still think in a fawn state. Stay safe out there, ladies and gentlemen, and as always, you're loved and you're cherished, and it's never too late